Hey guys, it's Aaron Buchan, your multi-sport coach, and welcome today to Tighten Up Tuesdays. Yes, I've always done this episode on the radio on a Tuesday at 5:15 p.m. But unfortunately, we're not back on the radio, so I decided to do a video. I'm hoping to re-kick those Tighten Up Tuesdays back on the radio in January, in the new year. So we'll have some brand new content and a brand new series starting hopefully in January sometime. So keep your eyes open for that. It's Life FM. But today, I want to give you some tightening up tips on a Tuesday in regard to coming into Christmas. 21 days to Christmas now, and people start to get a little bit panicked. They start to get a little bit worried about the food they're going to put in, the food they're going to consume, the weight they're going to put on. Right, this becomes a big stress and a bit of an anxiety as well, because look, end of the day, most people think they can't miss it, right? They need to go to the family, they need to eat the traditional Christmas lunch, whatever it is, whatever that you do that creates your stomach being too full and you potentially putting on some weight. So 21 days to Christmas, right? I've identified about 11 meals that you're going to eat that is going to be blown out, right? 21 days to go, 11 meals, obviously going through December and January. Now, those meals are, right, you normally have your work function Christmas party, right? So that's going to be one. Two of them is going to be Christmas Eve, right? You might have some sort of family catch up, whatever. So that can possibly be a potential to blow out and overeat as well. Of course, Christmas Day, right? Boxing Day. So there's 4. New Year's Eve, right? We all tend to get a little bit carried away with the food and the drinks that we consume on New Year's Eve. So this becomes a bit of a problem, right? That causes that blowout. And then New Year's Day as well. It's another day to celebrate, another day to go to a barbecue, have a few more drinks, a few extra sausages, a few extra chops, whatever, right? And there's probably one other day in there, one or two other days of family get-togethers or socializing that you're going to do as well. That is going to cause that blowout that you're so worried about, right? So potentially about 8 or 7, meals or days that you're going to feel uncomfortable because you're going to eat too much, right? Now, what if I told you there's a solution to get around that? And it starts today, right? So this is the way you got to start thinking, right? If you can cut back your food, your calories today, you're going to be feeling a lot better, not so guilty about when you go to that Christmas party or that Christmas day, whatever, coming up, right? Those 7 to 8 days that you're going to blow things out. You're not going to feel so guilty. So if you can start now to reduce calories, potentially get that weight down and tighten yourself up a little bit more, right? You're not going to feel as guilty. And then you're going to also start the new year with obviously a better feeling, a bit lighter, a bit healthier, and a good start to what you want to achieve in the new year for your goals, right? So a couple tips I want to give you guys today is, right, at breakfast, sometimes we might, if you're getting a quick breakfast on the way, it could be a takeaway breakfast, or it could be obviously a bigger breakfast. It could be not so healthy breakfast, right? Imagine if you cut that and you go 1 banana and 1 herbal tea. Right, you've already cut back about 4 or 5, 100 calories just there. So I'm never a big fan of counting calories, but just being conscious of calories is more important, right? So if you can cut back some calories in the next 21 days, as I said, you're going to be more guilt-free to eat that big meal, to have those few extra drinks, to have that Christmas pudding that you really enjoy, right? So that's a good one. Breakfast, just have a banana, a green tea. All right, and plenty of water in between. That's going to stop your hunger so much and get you through to lunch. At lunch, right, why not have something just like a green smoothie? A green smoothie with spinach, 1 orange, a banana, a couple dates, and half of avocado. Put some water in that. Okay, again, depending what you're having for lunch, but you're going to be cutting your calories back by about another like 5 to 800 calories, right, per meal. So if we're cutting back, say like 500 calories per like meal in the next 21 days, even if it's only like one meal a day, it's going to make a huge difference. And you know what? I guarantee you'll feel twice as good as well. So green smoothie at lunch, or it could be a juice. It could be like a beetroot juice, a carrot juice, orange juice, whatever. Okay, another big calorie blowout is that most people do after dinner. They've got this sugar craving, and they've generally got a sugar craving because they haven't had the right nutrients throughout the day. Okay, so this could be protein, carbs, or fats. Depends on like your metabolic typing, and it depends what you're eating, depends what you're doing for a job, depends how much training you're doing. So many factors go into this. So I'm just giving you some tips today to guide you for the next 21 days so we can just cut those calories back so you can obviously time things up a bit better. So, as I said, another big thing after dinner, cut back on like your dessert. If you're having a big dessert, it could be ice cream, it could be a piece of cake, it could be whatever you enjoy. Everyone's got their own, I suppose, like vices of comfort food. So like whatever you enjoy, let's just cut that back. It doesn't have to be every night, but if you're eating it every night, why not cut it back to 1 or 2 nights a week? Okay, you're cutting it back, so there's another 500 calories. So if you can cut out 500 calories out of your diet per day for the next 21 days, you can do the maths on that, but that's a lot of calories, right? And it's going to keep you guilt-free for over those 7 to 8 like days period that you're going to be indulging, right? A lot more guilt-free, which is going to be more comfortable, and most importantly, set you up for a great year, right? Because that's when you really, well, most people start all their resolutions, all their goals, so whatever like you want to call it, that's when it's going to start. It's going to make things a lot easier as well. Or obviously people eating chocolate. So many people I speak to have got a sweet tooth, and they might have a bit of chocolate, but it might turn into like half a block or even a block, right? Now, the best advice I could give you is don't buy it. Don't have it in the house. Or if you're going to buy chocolate and you need it, just buy a small little block, a small chocolate bar, whatever like that, right? Because if you're buying a big block, your potential to eat that whole block in one sitting is going to be pretty high. And there goes your calories blown out again. Okay, so that's the most important thing, cutting back your calories for the next 21 days to get you a big change and to be guilt-free and set yourself up for a great year. Just quickly, before I go, some really key points that I've spoke about like many times in all my videos is to stop these cravings, these sugar cravings, whatever. You need to get to bed by 10. You need to work with your circadian cycles. 10 to 6 is crucial sleeping times. It's not the hours that you sleep, it's the time that you sleep. 10 to 6, right? You have to get your body in balance. It's with your hormones. So if you know anything about cortisol and melatonin, the body works, the cortisol, the sun, melatonin is going to be the moon. So if you're not sleeping 10 to 6, you're missing out on your physical and your psychological repair of the body. So you're going to be more inclined, if you're not getting to bed in those times, to be craving certain foods, chocolates or desserts, etc. All right, sleeping. Now, I spoke about like water as well. If you're drinking tap water, you've got to cut that. All right, because all the chemicals are going to be killing all the enzymes in your digestive system, which you don't want. You want a good like digestive system to be functioning properly. It's minimizing your sedentary behaviors. Now, like this can be at work, at home, wherever. It's most people at work, they're sitting constantly. All right, organize a time every like 1 hour to get up and like walk around in the office. A quick stretch, whatever like you can do. Organize a lunchtime walk with colleagues. Okay, if you're at home, you come home, so most people love to sit on the lounge and just relax after work. And they sit in a bad posture anyway, which isn't good. So if you're sitting at home, try to reduce that time. It could be after dinner, right? You go for a bit of a walk, all right? It doesn't have to be long, 10 like minutes or something. You can do some stretches in between, all right? Anything that you can do to reduce your sedentary behaviours is going to increase your calorie burning consumptions, right? Which is going to add to, obviously, like I've been talking about, having a guilt-free Christmas or setting yourself up for a brand new year to help you to tighten up yourself. So this is my Tighten Up Tuesday. Thanks for listening, guys. Don't forget, check out my website, aaronbuchan.com.